I want to start this off with a question. How many of you guys heard of the Red Ghost? If this is your first time hearing about this villain, let me know in the comments. If you read something with the Red Ghost, let me know what that was. My first introduction to Red Ghost was when he was in the Intelligentsia. My name is Dorian. This is SCM Comics. We are continuing our coverage of Avengers Assemble with number 2. Our story starts off in Kingsport, Massachusetts, where there are ghost apes everywhere that are terrorizing the town. In New York, you have Hawkeye that is all over Jarvis's ginger cakes, and Captain America is being explained how their new uniforms work by Night Thrasher, because in the first issue, he was off in Germany while Night Thrasher was telling the rest of the team about their new uniforms. But then Hercules hops on the comms and lets everybody know about the ghost apes that are in Kingsport. But not only are they ghost apes, but they're radioactive ghost apes, so to make people sick. So Cap's like, all right, let's go. And Hawkeye's like, as long as we could take some ginger cakes. So of course they get there pretty quick. They're wearing their new jackets, and unfortunately, they're ghosts, so they can't touch them. Except for Hercules. Why? Because he's part guy. So Cap, Hawkeyes, and Hercules are in town. Night Thrasher is by the port, and he's trying to do like an analysis of the water to see exactly what this radiation is. And once he does the test, he finds out that it's cosmic radiation. So they know that these apes are emitting cosmic radiation, but they don't know why they're here and why they're attacking the townspeople and what the whole issue is. So now Barton knows how to read lips because he's losing his hearing. Yes, for y'all MCU fans, same thing happened in the comic books. He was losing his hearing, so he had to learn how to read lips and also to learn sign language. The reason why I say that is because the apes are trying to say something. He's trying to make it out, and he says, off, drug off? Hercules comes in and is like, you almost had it. It's actually crack off. I'm thinking to myself, like, if you know what they're saying, why don't you just say it? But the Hawkeye goes, hey man, crack off? The Red Ghost? And you're like, yep, one and the same. So then Captain America's like, then these must be his Super-Apes. But why are they here? Why are they all dead? Across town, the Serpent Society is holding true to their plan. When the Avengers are dealing with some kind of crisis, they'll be in the same spot, just a little ways away, stealing whatever they need to steal to bring back Mephisto. Some of the Serpent Society is with this plan, some aren't. So we'll see what that divide actually leads to. So back in town, they're trying to figure out why the Red Ghost will use his dead Super-Apes to attack the town. So he must be here somewhere in town. So they're talking to the mayor and they're like, no, there's nobody by that name that lives here. But there was one house that was sold to somebody who, whoever it is who bought it, never moved in. And like it's still abandoned. So they get to the house and there's all kinds of cosmic radiation coming from this house. So Cap's like, Herc, needs you to do your thing. And with one punch, a house is gone. So they clear the rubble. They go downstairs in the basement. There's his lab, but he's not in there. Looking around. And then Hawkeye's like, can he go invisible? And Cap's like, I believe he can. So Hawkeye shoots a flash arrow and now we have our Red Ghost. So then they ask him, why is he using these Super-Apes to attack the town? He's like, no, you don't understand. They're not attacking the town. They want to attack me. So then he starts to explain how much of a piece of shit he is. He experimented on these apes. And as he experimented on them, there'll be failure after failure after failure. So once they fail, they die. But he said that every time he would get closer and closer to his success. But it costs hundreds of apes' lives. So obviously these apes want to kill him, but they're like, we can't let the apes just kill this dude. Like, even if he does deserve it, and he does deserve it, but they can't let that happen. So everybody gets out of the basement, but they leave Krakow down there, and they tell the apes, look, go get your revenge, but don't kill him. All these apes go swarming down to the basement. When it's all said and done, the Red Ghost can't even speak normal words. So once that's done, Hercules uses his divine mallet and he sends the apes to their well-deserved afterlife. And as for the catatonic Red Ghost, they're going to take him to the Hague. How many of you guys even heard of the Hague? That's like a prison in Europe that they use for supervillains, I guess. How many of you guys heard of it? Let me know in the comments. And then on the last page, we head to Texas, where there's this family who's in the business of killing vampires. And since Blood Hunt just happened, they're like, we're headed to New York, because up there, business is good.